So what happened is I went to my tumbling class, which is good, by the way. And it was really fun. But there are actually two funny stories that go with it. So, one is that I had to go to the bathroom at the beginning. So I went into the bathroom and I got trapped. So I was finished, I wanted to leave, but I'm a shy introvert, and there were these kids, and they were right outside, and it was like 3 or 4 kids, and one adult trying to handle them and get them changed and get them ready, and they all had to go to the bathroom, and it was such a big ordeal that I was just like, I'm not leaving this stall. So I sat there, and I just got out my phone, and I was like, okay, I've got a few minutes to like browse or whatever before I go into my class. And I was already late, by the way. And then they leave, and as soon as they leave, another group comes in, and it's like the exact same thing, and it's like, I didn't even have a chance to leave. So I'm still there, and this keeps on going until eventually one group comes in, and a few minutes later a girl comes in alone with the group still there, so I couldn't leave. And this little girl, for some reason, she believes it's okay to try and see who's inside the stall. And then so she sees like part of my face or something, I don't know what she saw, and then she thinks I'm her coach, and so she keeps trying to look at me and talk to me, and I'm like, I'm not your coach, go away. I didn't say that. Well, I said the go away part, but I didn't say I wasn't her coach. And then she was just like, no, I know you're my coach, or something like that. And it's like, whether I'm your coach or not, you don't look at me going to the bathroom. She was like 7, she should know better by then. And she's like looking through the crack, and I'm like, in my head, I didn't say this, I'm like, if she doesn't stop looking in 30 seconds, I'm going to take my finger and poke her eye out. Well, not out. Well, maybe. It was like, you don't do that. I felt so awkward, like, go away, please. And then eventually the other girls took her attention away from me, and so she stopped looking, and I was like, thank God. And then they all left, and I waited a few minutes to make sure another huge group wasn't coming in, and then they didn't, and I was like, thank God. So then I left, but my entire class had finished, so I walked outside to the car, and I called my mum, and so she comes, and she's like, Alex, you still got 10 minutes left of class. And I was like, oops. But by the time I get there, they're just finishing stretching. So I join them for the stretching. And then I tell the coach, because they just switched me into a different class. So I talked to her, and I lied and said there was some confusion with the time. So because of that, I ended up getting a private lesson for free. Like, we still paid for the lesson, but the private part, I think, is more expensive, probably. So she, like, the head coach, not one of the teenagers who was hired to teach the class, but like the one who runs it, she gave me a private lesson, and it was so much better than the group lessons. Like, if you're going to go there, I highly suggest getting private lessons if you can. My mom said I might be able to keep getting private lessons, but only if I show up and be on time for my normal ones, then I might be able to go with private ones on another day of the week. But oh my god, that was the worst experience with the bathroom. Like, oh my god. But it was fine. It was fine. And yeah, but it was okay. And it was fine because I ended up getting a private lesson out of it, so I've actually got to thank all those girls, except for the one who was looking at me in the bathroom, because I don't care what I get for that. That's just weird and like gross, and like, don't do that. Like, so yeah, I just wanted to like say that. I thought it was a funny story. Let's see how long this is. It'll either go into my compilation of funny stories that are too short to make a video, or it'll be its own video. Let's see.